I'm going to take you on a guided tour of my Store Finder redesign in response to the design challenge set out by Dominos. Starting with the main navigation, I'll go through all of the changes I've made and explain why I think this would be a good approach to increase product performance in terms of engagement, conversion, and user experience. So starting with the primary navigation, I've cleaned it up by replacing the full logo type with the simple logo and moved Call Us to the right for consistency across the other breakpoints. I've also added the word menu under the hamburger icon for increased engagement and an improved finding experience on mobile. I've included Drew to add a bit of personality into the interface and to encourage an emotional connection with the user. Products that create emotional connections are more likely to be remembered. Positive emotional experiences lead to high retention rates and customer lifetime value, so having Drew as the welcoming doorman is another way to reinforce the bond between users and the already established Domino's brand. Above the search functions, a testament to the world-famous Domino's brand. Choose from over 600 stores nationwide. It further reinforces confidence in the brand and the product. The main call to action on the page suggests the easiest way to find a store using location-based services. But for users who don't want to use their location, there's also an option to search by address. I've moved the Start Your Order CTAs to the bottom of the viewport for two reasons. First reason is for convenience. CTAs are easier to reach on mobile devices, and the second reason is that placing them at the bottom of the screen allows the information on the page to flow in a more intuitive hierarchy. The primary function of this page is to allow users to find a store and then place an order, not the other way around. So the main call to action, find nearest store, should come first. Scrolling further down the page, I've included a map view, and as we don't yet know the user's location, the default view shows all stores in Australia, and each store is appropriately indicated with a delicious slice of pizza. But with nearly 700 stores nationwide, the dense areas need to be grouped into clusters to make the map more user-friendly, and tapping on one of the blue circles zooms in and shows more detail. The next section shows the new look stores in Australia, and this highlights some of the country's best Domino's stores, further reinforcing the brand's dominance. I've added an emoji next to the section title to bring a fun, human tone into the interface. Emojis are synonymous with modern culture, and including them is taking another step towards building those emotional bonds that lead to higher retention and customer lifetime value. Further down the page is a store listing. For users who prefer the efficiency of a list view, there's an easily navigable list that provides a shortcut into the right area of the site. Regions are listed by popularity, with the most popular ones on top to optimize the experience for the majority of users. This section also has the added benefit of SEO, helping Google to rank it as a content-rich page and resulting in higher organic traffic and overall SEO performance. Further down the page, looking at the footer, you'll notice I've made a few changes. I've collapsed the links into accordions for a more focused experience, and I've added a breadcrumb. Having a breadcrumb on your site is a best practice for SEO, and it's also known to reduce bounce rates and improve navigability. Adding it in the footer keeps the most important content in the spotlight while delivering on the SEO front as well. I'll now take you on a guided tour through the prototype to demonstrate different user journeys. The first, and perhaps the most popular one, is for users who want to find the store that is nearest to them. The primary call to action commands the full attention from the center of the screen. Tapping on Find the Nearest Store brings up a system dialog requesting permission to access the device's location. After granting access, the screen is focused on the nearest store. If there are multiple stores, users can scroll between them in the carousel overlay. At this stage, just the most essential information is shown. Store name, distance, the option to favorite, if applicable, when the user last visited, helping them to keep track of their favorite outlets. A customer review rating also helps first-time customers to shop with confidence, and tapping the More Info button brings up an overlay that shows more detail. Users can browse photos, and if they are returning customers, a list of their previous orders helps them to quickly order their favorite. For first-time customers, this tab could be labeled differently. Popular or featured would allow store managers to promote specific items. Switching across to the Offers tab, users can see the top offers from that store. In many cases on the current site, there are a lot of offers, and some users are likely to have a preference for, say, delivery over pickup. So if they like, they can use the filters up top. Also, to make the offer redemption step a little easier, users can copy the offer code to their clipboard with a simple tap. No more need for pen and papers. At the bottom of the overlay are other important pieces of information, including physical address, telephone number, and opening times. I've placed this at the bottom of the page because, despite it being important information, the store opening times are generally very accommodating, and my assumption is that in most cases, users are trying to order within times that the store is open, and so seeing the product first will be most helpful. Tapping the Order Now button will take users into the ordering platform, and that completes the location-based search journey. However, in a scenario where users want to search by address, there is also that option. Say for example, our user has had a long day in the office. She's tired and she doesn't want to cook, so she's decided to order her favorite takeout, Dominos. She wants to order a pizza that will arrive at home shortly after she does, but she can't use her current location as she's still far away from home, at work, so that wouldn't make sense. By entering her home address, she can find the best store near her house that she can deliver. Seeing customer reviews at this step will help her to choose a store with confidence, knowing that they can deliver a delicious pizza as she expects from her favorite restaurant chain. And this takes us back into the store detail view. I hope you've enjoyed the guided tour.